The North London derby, a walk in the park, wasn't it, in the end, for Arsenal, beating Spurs by 4-1. Frank Leboeuf still with us, as is Dimitar Berbatov. So we've talked about Manchester United, one of your teams losing. Let's talk about another former team, shall we, Dimitar?
He's a bit of a jinx, isn't he?
I know, I just blame him for everything. We've got Bayer Leverkusen coming up. How much was this Spurs being bad? How much was this Arsenal being great?
Not a good days for my former team, guys. No. Yes, you're right. Spurs were very bad. Not taking away the way Arsenal is playing, how they were entertaining at that particular day, the goals they score, Eze on the great form with a hat-trick. But Spurs, as always, that consistency in their performance is not there yet. You know, getting good results, mixed with the bad results. And at one point, when you play your rival in that North London derby, where you need to be 100%, you are going a bit defensive approach in that game with 5 at the back, which is not aligned with Spurs' way of playing football. And when you have someone like Arsenal with their ability on the ball, they will find that space. They will find that pass. They will have a chance to score like they did. And unfortunately, again, on that particular day, Spurs were not in a good shape or form whatsoever through the whole game. Yeah, they scored a nice goal, but still, in the end, it was humiliating for everybody to watch.
Frank?
Yeah, I agree. I was just checking that Fulham won, so the good thing for Dimitar, you know, for the weekend. Good things. And I'm not sure about Monaco, but whatever.
All right, get on with your answer. Stop sucking up.
Yeah, I'm going to answer one. He said everything. Now, there is not much to say. You know, that was an humiliating defeat from Spurs because they didn't try anything. They didn't try. Well, maybe they couldn't. Maybe Arsenal were too strong for them. But I want to believe that Tottenham's and Thomas Frank, they are better than that. And we didn't see anything. Credits to the Gunners because they were absolutely fantastic. I mean, I really like Declan Rice, and every time I see him playing, I love the involvement that he put into the game defensively, but also what he brings offensively. And the first pass that he makes to Eze when he scored his goal. I mean, that guy is amazing. But he's the mirror of what I see from every players and the involvement that they have to win the games every weekend. So. That was amazing what I saw from Arsenal and really appalling from Spurs.
What's the big problem with Spurs? Obviously, they sacked Ange Postecoglou despite winning the European trophy. Thomas Frank came in and he hasn't had the impact that I think people were hoping for, Dimitar.
Well, let's not jump to conclusion, right? Again, it's easy. And of course, the first one to be blamed is the manager, as always. You can easily change the one manager and not 22 players. But I mean, it's too early to judge. It's still very early days for Spurs with Frank in charge. He's going to hopefully find his footing, find the way to make Spurs play in the way that everybody wants them to play, which, of course, is more entertaining football. Like in the first months or weeks in Ange, when he stepped in charge, he was playing that attacking football. Everybody was admiring him. That, of course, after that, unfortunately, things didn't go well for him and the club. Now Frank is playing a bit more flexibility depending who he's playing on, sometimes more defensively, sometimes more direct. But still, it's early days. I would like to give him more time with the team because I think he's in the right place with his vision for the game. Of course, as he now knows, it's not going to be easy. Here is more exposure for him. Spurs is a big team. So he needs to get the result. But the only thing that I would like for them to get is the consistency, which means getting the right result, even if you don't play good.
And Dimitar, consistency obviously is what Arsenal have brought to the table so far this season. For many, they've already won the title. Do you agree with that?
No. Frank knows as well, you guys know as well, Premier League is not a sprint, it's a marathon. Now comes the Boxing Day, the Christmas fixtures, the games where you'll be tested. And if you get out of these fixtures in a good results and comes the new year, you're in a good position. If we speak about Arsenal, if they're still in the first place with good advantage on the points on the table, then they're halfway there. But let's, of course, not jump to the conclusion yet because Of course, City are dropping points. Liverpool, as I mentioned, low down in the table. But the other teams, Chelsea, of course, Frank X team, they're teams that can surprise. And 6 points is a good, cushion to have. But in the Premier League, that's nothing.
Could be 9 points, of course, Frank, after next weekend.
Yes, exactly. That could be 9 points, but that could be 3 points as well. If I become better than Shaka in math, and he could do, he could go very well. The only concern that I have, and I'm listening to Dimitar, is I say, okay, it's not crucial. 6 points is not crucial. Arsenal are not there yet, but who can beat them? If I look and watch every game that I saw, yeah, Manchester City maybe, but they lost against Newcastle. But otherwise, I don't see any consistency, which makes me think, okay, maybe that team can come back. Or Liverpool, and Stevie can witness that. I think we don't recognize them, and it's going to be an off season for them. But after that, I don't see who can really fight against Arsenal. And Dimitar is right, but right now, I don't see anybody being able to compete with them.